This video is brought to you in part by Linode. Get a free $20 credit and sign up to win this awesome retro gaming setup using the offer code LinuxGamer giveaway. Hey everybody, it's your friend and your guy and your favorite ginger nerd. What? I'm not a redhead, I'm just using a key light. Gardiner, the Linux Gamer. This video is brought to you as always by my 124 amazing patrons, including the support of Christoph. Christoph, your support is truly humbling. This video is also brought to you by Linode. They are sponsoring a giveaway for the thing that I'm about to put together for you guys here and now. I'm pretty stoked about this. This is a Raspberry Pi. This is the Raspberry Pi 4. We bought this, we were like planning this for like a month, and then it arrived on my doorstep, and then they announced the Raspberry Pi 4. But this is the Raspberry Pi 3B+, and this is a retro gaming thing, and I'm really stoked about it. It's called, what is this called? The retro gaming case for the Raspberry Pi. See that? And we also have a charger here. And there's a lot of stuff here, so we're gonna take this all apart. We're gonna open this up and put it all together, and I think that this is gonna be a swell time. Just realized my audio is probably terrible. It's very hot in my apartment, so you're gonna have to excuse the extreme noise going on in the background, if there even is any. It looks like there is on the recording. Oh well, you guys are gonna have to excuse that because it is so hot in my apartment. It's like 90 degrees Fahrenheit outside, and it's like 110 in my apartment. That would be 43.33 degrees repeating Celsius in my apartment. It is sweltering, and yeah, I don't have anywhere else I can go and do this. So I have this fan on. It's a Dyson Airblade, so it's cool. It's quieter than the traditional like bladed fans, but yeah, it's still pretty noisy. Anyway, on with the assembly here. This is going to be a lot of fun. All right, so the first thing we have is this retro gaming case. Now, this is going to be a case for the Raspberry Pi 3, which is right here. Whoop, hello. So we have the Raspberry Pi 3 and we have a case for it. Let's open the Raspberry Pi 3 first. Here we go. So this is a Raspberry Pi 3B+. I'm sure many of you are familiar with this device. I actually have one right here as well. So there's mine, and that's the new one. And then we also have this case. So we're going to put this case together. Here we go. Oh, wow. That's actually really cool looking. Yeah, this is the first time I'm opening it. Nice. Okay. So it comes with some screws. And this is an Allen key on one side and a hex, a normal screwdriver Phillips head, that's what it's called, on the other side. So I'm going to guess that this goes in like this. That would make sense because the holes line up on the front, on the back, on the sides. SD card slot on the back here, so you can put your SD card in and take it out. And then I'm assuming this flap is going to open up to expose the I/O right there. Looks like it. So we're going to screw this down. I guess it goes like that. Of course, I am not the kind of person who looks at instructions. Instructions are not really my jam. The only time I ever like look at instructions is when I absolutely need to. You know, I don't like that Allen key, so I'm gonna get my iFixit. If you're enjoying this video, make sure you hit that like button. But if you really love it, make sure you hit that subscribe button. It really helps the show out, and it does me a solid. Now, the issue is sometimes YouTube doesn't really care what button you hit. They just don't want to show you my stuff sometimes. So if you really want to follow the show, you can head over to library beta.lbry.tv/@thelinuxgamer. My videos are over there. It's a much better deal than on YouTube. I really like LBRY, so head over there. It's decentralized, it's open source, it's cool. Check it out. Yes. My iFixit tool set, which I absolutely love. I'll put my headphones back on so I can actually hear it. Yeah, all right. This is my tool set. I'm hoping that this will fit down in here. I suspect it will. Hopefully this isn't too deep for it. Plus this is magnetized, so we can go in. Womp, 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 womp. You know, I'm realizing right now I probably should have looked at the instructions, but these also look extremely basic. Yeah, I'm doing it right. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Whoop, 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 whoop. Yeah. We also have a 2.5 amp Raspberry Pi micro USB power supply. This feels heavy and girthy, and that's pretty cool. It has a switch here. That's weird. I've only ever used like my regular, like a wall, like just a regular wall wart for my Raspberry Pi. So there's the power supply. That's pretty cool. We also have this HDMI cable, which is just a standard HDMI cable. We have thermal compound and what looks like a heatsink, which I should have attached that before I put this all together. Joke's on me. Where's my... All right. So I got my magnet thing here. Probably clean it out. It's a little dusty. Just a little dusty. That's all. Get out of here with that stuff. All right. So we want to make sure we don't lose our screws, because losing screws is just a bad thing to do, my friends. I really like this magnet thing. It's so helpful when I'm doing projects. You might be wondering, why don't I do more projects? The answer to that question is, I do a lot of these little projects, but when I record them, I always end up hating how they turn out, so I don't release them on my channel. I knew I should have looked at the thing here. I am not the kind of person who looks at instructions. Instructions are not really my jam. All right, fitting the heat sinks. This is where the heat sinks go. So let's use this guide. I've already made a huge mess. Holy cow. All right, we're gonna drop these heat sinks. So one goes here and one goes here. To install a heat sink, unplug the Pi and leave it cool before attempting to handle the device. Yeah, okay. On the bottom of the heatsink, peel away the plastic backing that covers the adhesive. Press the heatsink down firmly and directly onto the chip. Hold the pressure for a few seconds to allow the adhesive to work. So what's with the Arctic Cool here? Are we supposed to use that? Okay. So I guess you just pull off the adhesive. Come on. I don't have fingernails, so this is like painful. And then you just adhere it? Really? You're not supposed to like put thermal compound on it? Why did they give me thermal compound? Okay, well, I suppose that's gonna have to do. I'm glad I read the instructions, because I would have put thermal compound down. And it doesn't, they gave me thermal compound and it's not necessary apparently, so. Okay guys, whatever you say guys. I'm gonna use some frickin' tweezers for this, because I can't get my fat fingers in there. Yes. Yes. That's awesome. And I was able to get it in there perfectly with these tweezers, because you know what? iFixit is freaking sweet, and I like their tools and stuff. So this is really nice, because this is like one of the ones that are like usually clamped, you know? So you can like, and then with no effort whatsoever to hold it, you can just move it around and then push it down. That was really nice. All right. Okay, now I think we're ready to do this. Let's open up the rest of this stuff just to make sure. So we have a Samsung 32 gigabyte Evo card. Due to partitions placed on the card by the preloaded software, the SD card will appear to be very small capacity, as the PC system can only read one partition. To learn how to see the full capacity of cards, please visit viltross. You know, I don't think that's going to be an issue for us Linuxers, but on Windows, That's probably an issue. What the hell is this thing? This says, this is a SD to USB adapter. There's no A on it. To reflash SD card if necessary. This is not a flash drive. So the SD card, it looks like, goes underneath. Like, I don't know if you can see that, but like there's an SD slot underneath here, and then the USB. So it just slides into a USB port like that. That's actually pretty cool. I dig how small that is. All right, so let's pop in this SD card. Whoop, hello. Pop this in here. Cool. So let's pop this back in here. This is a lot heavier now that it has the heat sinks. Like those add a substantial amount of weight, actually. A not insignificant amount. I need to put this on first. Let's work through our order of operations here, buddy. Come on, Gardiner. Let's work through our order of operations here. Wah! I really like doing these kind of projects. If you want to see more hardware projects, let me know. I don't feel like I'm particularly good at hardware stuff. And so like I get kind of embarrassed and I'm like, yeah, you know what? I don't think people want to see me struggle so hard. So I end up recording a lot of stuff that I work on and then not actually releasing it because I just don't think I'm very good at it. But it's fun for me. So if you guys want to see that stuff, let me know, because I would release it even if I'm embarrassed about it. Let's get this. Let's clean up a little bit. I'm going to clean up and then we're going to move on. Put these back where they belong here, for fuck's sake. Okay. It comes with these two USB controllers, Super Nintendo type controllers. These have more weight than a normal Super Nintendo controller. The buttons feel good. The D-pad feels pretty accurate, actually. And then you have the shoulder buttons, which are actually a bit stiffer than a normal Super Nintendo controller. And these are going to plug in. There's two of these, and they're going to plug in the front here. So this is a really nice setup. You're going to get all of this stuff here. You're going to get these two controllers, USB. You're going to get this Raspberry Pi in a nifty little retro case. You're going to get that SD card reader. So if you want to be part of this giveaway and win this grouping of awesomeness, head over to welcome.linode.com/LinuxGamerGiveaway. There's going to be a link down below. Now this is really exciting for me, and I'm going to try to play a couple of games here, and we will see how this works. All right, so I thought I was recording that, but apparently I wasn't. I went through the whole Noobs installer process. The cool thing was this came with the Noobs files preloaded on the SD card, so that's really cool. But I actually wasn't able to capture any of the installation process. It was a very straightforward, normal installation process. Nothing too strange or out of the ordinary. Typically, I'll install like Raspbian or something using the regular method of like put it in a computer, like a Linux computer, and DD the ISO onto the SD card. Up, down, left, right, start, select, A, B, X, and Y, L, and R. And then we're just going to hold a frickin' button for each one of these so that we can skip it. There we go. All right, so let's play a Super Nintendo game because we have a Super Nintendo controller, and we have a few games. Not all the games that I copied over are actually on here. That's weird. But let's try Aladdin, because that game is fast and fun action. Can't hear the game. Hold on one second. I don't know why the sound's not working. This thing is getting a little warm too. We're just gonna jump right into the game and then see how this works. You know, it's actually playing pretty well. Now I'm playing through OBS, so there's a tiny bit of lag for me. Oh crap, forget about those bird people, whatever they are. What the heck are those things supposed to be even? See, I think that this game is better than the frickin' Genesis version, but that's probably because I grew up with this one, the Capcom version. And to be honest, I'm the kind of guy who thinks that the Super Nintendo is superior to the Genesis. Anyway, so... Oh yeah, Extra Heart, what's up? Oh... There is a little bit of a lag just because I'm playing through OBS, but there wouldn't be as much lag if I wasn't playing through OBS. But yeah, that's this Viltros RetroPie retro gaming thing. This is really nice. I like this controller quite a bit. It feels pretty authentic. A little bit heavier than a regular Super Nintendo, but yeah, this is really good. I'm really happy that Linode was able to hook me up with this thing to give away to you guys. If you want one of these, head over to linode.com/LinuxGamerGiveaway. There's going to be a link down in the description, and it will, you'll be able to sign up for one of these. The instructions are pretty simple. Just use the offer code LinuxGamerGiveaway, and you can also get a free $20 credit when you do that for Linode service. So if you already have an account, you can still sign up there. You get a free $20 credit for new signups. So this is going to be really cool. Very excited about this. Yeah, this thing is really awesome. That's it for now, guys. If you believe in the work that I do, you can support this show with a monthly contribution over on Patreon, or you can pick up one of the awesome t-shirts that I have over on Teespring. But no matter what you do, whether you hit that like button or share this video with your friends, don't forget to subscribe to see more from me, the Linux Gamer. And as always, thanks for watching.